How's it, y'all? Today we're talking about habits and how you build the habits that you want and how you get rid of the habits that you don't want. And I realized after doing this habit thing for like 6 years or something like that, pretty hardcore, there are 3 main things that you need to keep in mind when you're trying to build a healthy habit and undo an unhealthy habit. Just 3 things. If you can nail these things, I guarantee you can nail everything else about habit building. So I'm going to cover those 3 things today in a hopefully quick video, and I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So first, a little backstory. My very first experiment with this whole online media content creation thing was a series on my Instagram where every single day I would post a slideshow of my morning routine, which lasted for about 6 hours. About the first 6 hours of my day were the exact same, more or less. They were waking up, meditating, stretching, practicing some kind of yoga move, working out, drumming, going in the pool, showering, eating. And then the rest of my day continued. And like I would start to throw in some work in there as well, like writing or working on my marketing agency. Like I had a very strong routine, and that was my first challenge to myself with this whole content creation thing, was to document that routine. So I have been doing this habit thing for a while, and there are a few things that I've realized are super, super key to keep in mind when you're trying to build healthier habits and lose unhealthy habits. And the reason it's so fresh in my mind right now is because the last few days I kind of fell off the horse. I didn't work out in 3 or 4 days. I know it's blasphemy, but I'm back on the horse now, and these points are really clear in my head. So that's why I have this idea for this video, and we're just gonna blow through the top 3 things you need to keep in mind when building healthy habits and getting rid of unhealthy ones. Let's begin. First rule of becoming who you want based on habits. Get willpower out of the way. Like, you are not going to depend on willpower. Willpower is such an unreliable force to accomplish anything. You want to set up your life in such a way that you don't have to depend on willpower for the most meaningful habits in your life. Now, what does that mean? That means there's 2 things that are much more important than willpower to take care of in order to build successful habits. One of them is environment. You need to set up your environment in such a way that it's conducive to the activities that you do want to do, and discourages you, makes it more difficult for you to do the activities you don't want to do. So say that you are a stoner and you want to stop smoking and start working out more. You need to put away the bong, put away anything to do with weed, anything that reminds you of weed, any activities that you would do while high. Maybe you play Xbox when you're high, put away the Xbox. Just get this idea of weed just out of your head and out of your environment, because then it won't be triggering you, reminding you that, oh yeah, I could smoke right now. Instead, it's out of the way. You have to remember to do it without being reminded of it from anything in your environment. That is the first one. Well, on the other side of that, for activities that you do want to do, say you want to work out more, go for runs. Put your running shoes like at your front door or at the door to your room, where like when you wake up in the morning and you open your door, your running shoes are right there staring at you. You're going to be reminded, oh shit, I have to run today. But that's something that you want to do. So you need to be constantly reminding yourselves of that intention as much as you can by your environment. And the second part is, again, you don't want to rely on willpower, so you want to build these habits into your routine. If you're in school like me and you want to work out every single day that you're on campus like me, make it an automatic routine that after you finish your last class at 3 o'clock, that you go to the gym. It's just not even a thought. It's just the routine. It's what you do. It's on autopilot. You want to get your life into autopilot for the most important things as much as you can. You want them to become routine, so it's not a daily struggle where you have to will yourself into doing these things, because that is not a reliable way to actually accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So change your environment to be conducive to the things that you do want to do and anti-conducive to the things you don't want to do, and build it into your routine. Find what you can attach an activity to that you already do on a daily basis. If you want to go to the gym, find an activity that you can attach the gym to, so that when you do the first activity, you also go to the gym, and that just becomes one activity. For me, going to campus, going to school is not just classes and other things, but it's also gym. It's just, that's the day. That's what happens. So try to do that as much as you can. get away from willpower, and you'll be on your way to actually building habits that you want to build and getting away from the activities that you don't want to do as much. And my last little bonus tip for all these activities, if you pick an activity that you want to build a habit around, make it as small as you possibly can in your head. Don't say, I want to work out 5 days a week for an hour and a half every time if you've never really worked out consistently before. Make it really, really low bar. Say, I want to work out for 5 minutes, or I just want to show up to the gym 5 days a week. Because chances are you're not going to show up to the gym and then say, no, I don't want to, and go back. Chances are you'll probably be like, I'll work out for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then that is what snowballs. I had an experience just like that this morning where I didn't want to go run after I worked out, but I was staring out my window, looking at the door, looking at the driveway, thinking, I could just go around the block. Like, I can do that. It's 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And what do you know, I ended up doing like 4 times that much. Still only like 20-minute run. Nothing to be super proud of, but I ran today. And that is so much better than not running. So that is the last little PS extra tip, is make the bar as small as you can. There's a book all about this, very successful book called Atomic Habits, which has changed my life for sure, and probably do the same for you if you're looking to build healthier habits into your life. I hope that those 3 points were helpful to you and that you can now be more successful in building in the habits that you want into your life and really building the life that you want, because I can guarantee you that most of your life is built around your habits. They're the things that you do every single day that snowball and build up into your life as a whole. Your life is nothing but a collection of individual days. So if you can nail the day, own the day, as Aubrey Marcus wrote a whole book about, which I also recommend. I read that a while ago and it definitely helped. If you can build these habits, you can start building the life that you want. And I can't recommend highly enough the skill of habit building. I think it is crucial to any semblance of a well-lived and fulfilling life that you can look back on and say, I did the things that I wanted to do and I avoided the things that I didn't want to do. And that all stems from that daily habit, the daily routine. So I hope you found this useful. If you want any other videos to do with productivity or psychedelics or a whole range of things, I don't even know what this channel is about anymore. I'm just trying to make stuff that's helpful. I'll post a video here that I think is somewhat relevant. You can check it out if you want. And that's it. Mahalo for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time. Shoots!